How's it going, everybody? It's Parad here and welcome back to another video. A new patch just dropped for Elden Ring literally 1 minute ago. The patch notes just dropped for it. Now, the 1.4 update was kind of nice. Like, they changed up a bunch of things that were pretty sweet. And so far, like, the big patches have been, like, not so bad. So, I'm really hoping for there to be a couple of really nice and big things in the 1.5 update, because there's quite a few things plaguing this game since the last update. Even new things that have been released that have just been terrible. Like new glitches that I hope are patched. And of course, a couple of, specific ashes of war or even weapons that I hope we get a little bit of a tuning. I have yet to see what is even in here, so I'm going to go ahead and see them live with you right now. So very first up, major changes included in the latest update. So right off the top, we got the major big changes. Additional elements. In transactions with the NPC Twin Maiden Husk, the following bell-bearing items have been added. Changed so that their liberated status will be carried over to New Game Plus play. So the Bone Peddler, the Meat Peddler, the Medicine Peddler, the Gravity Stone Peddler, and the Smithing Stone Miner's Bell bearing Somber, Glowworts, and Ghost Glowworts, which I'm assuming are just for the +1, +2s, and +3s. In fact, we can actually go check. I have the actual game open just so I can go check to see if there's anything special. And I guess we can go check out this old hag. So I'm assuming what are probably going to stay are the regular Smithing Stones, maybe even up to about Smithing Stone 2s. That seem like they're most likely going to carry over into the New Game Plus. Added emphasis to the choice of the Sacred Flask and several other options that can be strengthened in the Grace menu. I actually have no idea what that means. Added sound effects when other players' summon signs appear. Okay, interesting. By the way, those are the major changes for additional elements. I guess like a couple of smaller added things. None of those seem really like major. I guess it's a little bit cool that you keep some of the very early like bones and stuff like that, so you don't have to go hunt those specific bell bearings, but like nothing too big there. Fixed a bug where the equipment could be changed from the equipment menu during the use of a skill under certain circumstances. I think that might actually end up fixing the AFK glitch where people can't be hurt, because basically the way that works is you change up an equipment once you end up using the Ash of War. So I'm hoping that that is one of the things that applies to that. So I think that actually is a pretty nice bug fix, because I think that will also deal with some of the stuff that people have when they actually do the infinite glitch where they change up their head pieces and they get infinite health, basically infinite health regen, and quite possibly the tumble buffing, which I believe uses that same technique. So that's pretty good. Fixed a bug in the War Cry skill where the effect was applied to a weapon that was not the target of the skill. So I'm assuming the effect of War Cry, it was actually applied to a different weapon that you were maybe wielding. Fixed a bug where some actions of the Barbaric Roar, Warcry, and Troll's Roar recovery time was longer than expected. Okay. Fixed a bug where the effects of Determination and Royal Knight's Resolve skill does not always wear off with certain weapons. That's also a thing that I never ran across. Like, I never ran across somebody that like basically had infinite Royal Knight's Resolve. Yeah, okay, so like at least it won't happen. I don't think I ever saw anybody use that either. That's an interesting one. There's always some in here that I like pretty much never heard of. Fixed a bug in which some attacks of the Ice Spear skill are unguardable. Oh god. Oh god. One of the few things that we had to actually counter some of the bullshit like fingerprint shield huggers, basically gone now. Well, that's not good. That's already kind of shit. I was literally using that today because I could do literally nothing to this guy behind his shield. So, literally us PvPers are the only people who use that, by the way. Nobody else uses that. We're the only ones. So cool. Fixed a bug that caused the attack power of some skills to be reduced when using the Golden Vow skill. So the Golden Vow was actually lowering the attack of some things. Okay. Fix a bug that the light wave of the Moonlight Greatsword skill sometimes does not aim at the locked on target. I've used the Moonlight Greatsword a little bit, but I guess not enough to kind of have this happen to me. So that's kind of all right. It looks like it's going to be more accurate now, at least. Fixed a bug that caused damage to allies when using Seppuku skill under certain circumstances, which I kind of wish they would have kept that in, because the only people really who use that are the hosts who gank. So, maybe if they get an extra 100 damage on their own teammates, that would have been kind of nice. Fixed the bug that caused the increase in attack power of Seppuku's skill to be higher than expected for some attack motions. I'm not even sure what the hell that means, but luckily it's gone. Fixed the bug in which a status effect was applied when using the Horolu's Earthshaker skill. Now I did use this quite a bit, and I don't remember ever seeing that. Fixed the bug where the Waves of Darkness skill would not hit the enemy with a spinning cleave. Okay, so that is actually a pretty nice one, because this was always one of the biggest things for the frickin' Waves of Darkness. Waves of Darkness is really, really good, and that third hit was actually always really annoying. Let me show you what I mean. I actually think that with this third attack, or this actual swipe attack, I don't know why I keep calling it a third attack. With actual swipe attack, I think this Ash of War is going to become... I put the wrong one on. Hey, there we go. Now we finally have a hitbox on that, and I think it's easily going to jump up and end up becoming one of the best Ashes of War, in my opinion, because I think it's just a really nice thing. It staggers completely with 2 hits, and that third one, like, it might actually be a little too strong. I think I might have to end up trying it out in Invasions one of these days. Fixed a bug that causes unintended motions to be played when switching to a different sorcery or incantation while using a sorcery or incantation. I don't really know what that means. I'm hoping that that basically makes it so that it cancels out the quick sorcery attacks or the quick incantation attacks. It kind of screws over some of the sorceries, but some of them are completely like glitched out. You can come out with basically a dragon attack that is instantaneous and is completely bullshit. And I hope that that's what that means when it's saying that. Fix the bug that the FP consumption increased when using the sorceries Magma Shot and Rolling Magma while riding a horse. Okay, I don't think anybody's ever done that. Fixed a bug where the Claw Talisman effect was not applied when jumping with the Star Scourge Greatsword in both hands. That's such a specific thing, but fixed a bug that the power of two-handed attacks, except jump attacks of the weapon Golem Halberd, is different from expected. Fixed a bug that when using the weapon Pulley Crossbow with the left hand, while the right hand weapon was given an attribute by magic or item effect, was given to the Pulley Crossbow as well. So that right there basically is a really good thing, because it kind of fixes the whole Death Blight glitch that was happening with the Pulley Crossbow. I did kind of run into this a little bit, not too much, because I don't think a lot of people knew about it. But if you use the frickin' Eclipse Shotel on your right hand and have that Death Blight, then your Pulley Crossbow could basically shoot Death Blight arrows, and obviously shoots like 3 at a time, so it was really annoying. And I'm glad that's fixed. Fix the bug that caused the boss Melania, Goddess of Ra, to have low HP under certain circumstances. So this I did see quite a bit. You would get her to her second phase, and then randomly in her second phase, she would have like no HP. I've seen it quite a few times, like on streams and stuff. Never happened to me because I fought her like twice. But I think that's going to be real shitty for a couple people, because I'm sure a lot of people probably had a really easy time. I'm for certain I saw at least a couple people who are like, well, she just glitched out and she was one hit in the second phase, and then I hit her and it turned out to be, you know, a shitty experience, because that happened to them like on the first attempt, and they didn't really get to experience the full Melania. I think that's a pretty nice change. That's going to be a good one. Fix the bug that allowed enemies to be attacked from outside the fog in certain areas. Fix the bug that prevented the event of the NPC Alexander Warrior Jar from progressing under certain circumstances. I actually think I might have ran across that bug. He's just stuck in Radagon's or in Radagon's room, and he won't move. So I think that might be something that once I go back, I think that might be fixed. Fix the bug that prevented found sites from registering on the map under certain circumstances. I've never had that happen, but that's kind of funny. Fix the bug that prevented some graces from being able to be touched when approached under certain circumstances. So that's like one that I hope that's one they fixed. I know there's a couple of boss rooms where it shows the actual site of grace, but the site of grace is like actually invisible and like 10 feet to the side. I've seen that a couple times, and I hope that's one of the things that did get patched, because it's a little bit annoying, and it actually did get me on my first playthrough, because there was like a message that read like, oh, you don't have the rights, and then I thought, oh, maybe I have to like grab an item and then come back for it. You know, I fell for one of those messages like an idiot. Fixed a bug that allowed hostile guests to enter boss areas under certain circumstances. So yeah, like I don't think they really want boss invasions to be a thing, you guys. No boss invasions. Because I know it did happen a couple times to some people. I think it happened to a fighter. He made a video on it. But like straight up, they like fixed, it was a bug completely. Fixed it right in the bud, nipped it. Fixed a bug that prevented a critical hit from behind from hitting in hostile multiplayer. So maybe they changed it, I guess, so that sometimes when you got a backstab, you were supposed to get the backstab and then damage didn't happen. So I'm hoping that, I actually don't even know if I ran into that, because I know in this game, there's just like a small instance where they could roll away, and even if you do get the riposte or the backstab, you don't do damage, and I'm wondering if that has something to do with that. Improved stability of online multiplayer between PlayStation 4 and PS5, that's good. Improved loading times for Xbox Series X and S version, okay. Fixed a bug that the master volume setting was not reflected in some cutscenes. Improved stability of online multiplayer, so shit, man, we might actually get some non-lag. It's still gonna lag. It's definitely still gonna lag. It has always lagged. They've done this for Dark Souls 3 multiple times where it said like improved stability. I guess we'll find out next time I do some invasions. I haven't done invasions, obviously it just came out minutes ago. But I guess I'll let you guys know how that is when I actually do some invasions on that. Fix a bug in some maps that allowed players to reach unexpected locations with certain procedures. They actually did something about the AFK farming. That's fucking great. So, you know, they taketh away with some of the things like the ice spear thing, but they gave us a little something with the bug that basically made people be in bullshit locations where they hide inside of rocks. Now, I think it's still not going to get rid of some of the big, like I don't think it's going to get rid of the bridge one that we see in Liurnia, which sadly I think is like the biggest one, but ones where they're glitched inside of a rock and it's literally impossible to get them, I think those should be gone. So that's kind of cool. And then the next huge one, fix some text. And that's it. So nothing too crazy. No changes to like weapons or anything like that. Kind of unfortunate, you know, like nothing too crazy, but I guess it was mainly a bug thing. I think they got rid of the big things that a lot of us were complaining about, because even though stuff like Bloodhound Steppe is really annoying and Rivers of Blood still being really annoying, I think the biggest issues were the whole AFK farming and literally invincibility glitches where you cannot kill people. Like that's straight up the worst. And hopefully in the future we still see some of the changes to, you know, like Bloodhound Steppe I still think needs to be tuned, and I think most people would agree who play PvP consistently, because man, it's still too strong. Yeah, to be honest, that really seems to be it for all the patch. The best things, Ways of Darkness is last spinning hit, pretty fantastic change. A big shitty change with the Ice Spear, because literally like the only people who really use it are people who do PvP and try to counter people who are just shield hugging, which is interesting because it's so specific. But that's it for the 1.05, you know, giant. This is supposed to be like the next huge patch. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I know it's probably a weird time to upload this video, but I kind of wanted to just go up quickly rather than like wait for my normal time. So let me know what you guys think of the patch, you know. Definitely let me know in the comments. Thank you so much if you watched up to this point. Maybe consider dropping a like, maybe consider subscribing, and if you haven't already, the cookie plush is available and will be available for the rest of the month. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everybody.